Yeah, put fear in a wannabe rapper to actor. He wanna act tough, I hit him with the clapper. Left come see, I ain't playing, kid. He screamed and I ain't just say he did. You P&D, I'm scared for us. Cause someone might bite the dust before rush hour. The power I got was never next, so I suggest y'all show respect. We on dead. Hands up, yeah. 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 Two little cats walking past your crib, we're walking your house. My dudes. PMPs. Hands up, yeah. 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 Hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up, yeah. Hands up. Yeah, hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up, yeah, hands up, yeah. Hands up.
evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas welcoming you to the Metro Manila Arena. We're here in the Philippines for tonight's main event. 10 rounds of welterweight action between Manny Pacquiao and Sugar Ray Leonard.
Introducing first, fighting out of the corner, Manny Pacquiao. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Sugar Ray Leonard.
All right, fellas, you remember my instructions in the dressing room? Have a good, clean fight. Right? Touch him up and come out fighting.
Round number one is now underway. All the talk is done. It is simply time to fight.
How do you think Pacquiao should approach things here, Teddy, knowing that he's the shorter man?
Not to get over anxious, because right away somebody's going to say, well, Pacquiao's going to look to force himself in. If you force yourself in, then the taller man can take advantage of those assets. Be patient and gradually work your way in.
Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. A well-placed overhand right. Protecting his head well with his guard. 90 seconds to go here in this round. Parries that punch intended for the head. They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. Keep moving. In and out, in and out, in and out. Let's move. Last 10 seconds of this first round. Manny Pacquiao is going with a quality that I think is very underrated in boxing. That is to be judicious, to really think about when, how, and make the most of each thing you're doing. His punch rate, very, very effective in terms of his percentage landed.
Yeah, he's throwing educated punches. You know, he's not wasting anything. He's making everything count, but just as importantly, everything's leading to something else. You know, he's working the body one moment, and that's leading up to some head attack later on. So he's planning everything out like a smart fighter, a guy that understands the sweet science.
Here we go. Round two is underway.
Manny Pacquiao started at 106 pounds and then rose up and won a super bantamweight belt, but it really wasn't until November of 2003 when he claimed the featherweight title and TKOing Marco Antonio Barrera that he became that big spotlight kind of star.
Yeah, that was his coming out party, so to speak. That's when the world found out just who and what Manny Pacquiao was.
There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Just off the mark with that punch.
Oh, he just misses with that headshot. That punch just close. Just 10 seconds to go in this round. Manny Pacquiao's punch stats tell the story of that last round, Teddy. He was just the busier man.
Yeah, he was the busier man. Not big blows, not real damaging blows, but he controlled the tempo.
Create more pounds, okay? Slippy punch and go straight right down the middle. Nice and relaxed.
And round number 3 is underway. Some fine fundamentals, good counterpunch.
Nice mousetrap there. He let him in beautifully. He didn't use cheese. He used distance.
Well, we just learned something here, Teddy, in this fight. He landed a beautiful counterpunch, and if that continues tonight, this fight's going to be in his favor.
Yeah, and this fight might be over because when you land counterpunches, usually you're landing clean shots, and sooner or later, shots that your opponent doesn't see. And those are the shots that say, good night.
Teddy, Manny Pacquiao has many highlights in his career, but one of the things that I think when all is said and done on Manny Pacquiao that'll be remembered for is his ability to take out the Mexican legends. Barrera, Morales, he's done it well.
Yeah, he has done it well. And where he's done it is a mixture of power that those fighters had, but also speed. Manny Pacquiao brings speed to the game.
Protecting his head well with his guard. He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Manny able to block that.
Focus on the I'm not going to stand here and watch the kick coach. Understand me? Let's see some defense and more punch. Relax.
Back to action now. We're underway in what has been a completely one-sided fight. You get the sense this one may not go the distance. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Manny Pacquiao. Doing well on the outside. Sugar Ray Leonard's making some costly mistakes here. Number one among them is he's not moving his head at all.
So he's a stationary target right now. And now the only thing that he's lucky about is only one's coming at a time. But in a little while, his opponent, you know it, his opponent's going to start putting them together. Then he might not be here anymore.
Manny Pacquiao comes from a fighting family. Many times we've seen his brother Bobby in the ring.
Yes, we have. Not at the level, of course, of Manny, but that tells you the bloodlines are there in Manny Pacquiao.
Halfway through round number 4.
Teddy, he's just covering up. That's all he's doing, but it gives his opponent so much time to pick where he isn't.
Yeah, you're right, Joe. I mean, first of all, some of them are going to get through and some of them are watching them. They're getting through. And you just touched on it. I mean, you cover up, you tell your opponent, hey, I'm camping out. I'm not throwing back. So instead of throwing 1 or 2 at you, he's throwing combinations of 3, 4, 5. You got a problem.
Oh, very nice. Smart counterpunch there.
Yeah, that's beautiful. You make the guy miss, you make him pay.
What a chin. Can you believe the shots this guy's absorbing?
And more importantly, can his opponent believe it? You know what? You want to hit a guy, so you figure that that's a good thing, that's an encouraging thing. This is a case where his opponent might get discouraged just by seeing his guy take those kind of shots.
And as this round comes to an end, Teddy, you just get the sense that at any point this fight could come to an end because it is being fought with bad intentions.
Yes, these guys are not behaving like guys that are coming here thinking about going to the scorecards. They're letting everything go in every punch.
Another round, will it go in another one-way direction? It's been a one-sided fight so far tonight. Well, you can see what he wanted to do there, but unable to land that body shot. That punch nowhere close. Does it surprise you that he's not going to the body as much as he could be?
Well, what surprises me is that he doesn't have the intuitiveness, just the instinct to understand, to recognize the situation. That's part of the ability of a good fighter, to recognize what he should be doing in a certain situation. He's not seeing that. He should be going downstairs.
This is why we love the sport, Teddy. I mean, this is just back and forth action nonstop.
Well, Joe, when special events have happened in history, you remember where you are. Right now, I'm going to remember where I was during this fight. I'm watching a special epic right in front of me.
Glad to be here doing it, too. What a war this is. On the mark with the overhand right. Very nice job landing that counter punch, getting away from one that was coming at him. Final 10 seconds of this fifth round.
Take the jab. When he throws jab, up this him around the ring. Cut the ring off. He's empty now. That was all of him. He's hurt. Down, all right?
Here we are getting ready for the second half of this fight as we've reached the sixth round. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut. Manny Pacquiao's got that catch me if you can kind of attitude. He's almost daring his opponent at this point to try to land a headshot, but his movement's been so good. His defense is just supreme.
Yeah, it is. He's moving from the waist. He's slipping the straight shots. He's reaping the hooks. He's doing a real magical job in there, but his opponent is making no adjustments at all.
Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counter-puncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him. He can counter him.
Able to defend and then go on the offensive. There he is on the inside, doing well. Manny Pacquiao's got a bad cut now that's opened up on his cheek.
Use your feet. Let's see some more head movement. Don't stay in one spot.
Final 10 seconds of the 6th round. So swiftly able to turn defense into offense. Nice counter punch.
And what you're noticing here is his opponent is starting to be a little wary of letting his jab go, because every time he jabs, he gets caught.
They are back to action here, but that action has only favored one man. Completely one-sided. Hard to see the scorecards coming into play here with how dominating he's been.
Move your hands. Up and down, side to side.
Fine fundamentals, good counter punch. Manny Pacquiao's making for a trainer's dream right now. Picking his shots, Teddy. Selecting when, where, and being very accurate.
Yeah, the old timers would say he's a real sharpshooter. That's exactly what he's doing. He's not missing much.
Oh, that's gotta hurt. Manny Pacquiao's in a bad spot right now. He's been stunned. At the halfway point of round 7. Just off the mark with that punch. Great pace to this fight, Teddy. These guys are not coming out of 5th gear. Nobody's slowing down.
No, they're fighting a 6th, 7th, and 8th gear.
He missed with that headshot. Really wanted that uppercut, but just couldn't get it.
You're taking too many punches. Hands up. Double up the punch.
So the end of the round. And now a chance to put the pieces back together. He got stunned in that last round.
Yeah, well, he has to get those birds out of his head right now. You know, open that cage up and let him fly out there. And the best way to do that is find out why he got stunned. What did he get hit with?
Get the confidence.
The action starts up again, but it's only favored one man. Hard to see this fight going the distance based on what we've witnessed so far. Takes one to give one. He comes back with a right hand.
Get it out. Get it out.
Parries that punch intended for the head.
This is great stuff. I mean, great stuff. Bringing it every which way they are.
Joe, you remember the time you were on a vacation, you saw that perfect sunset?
Oh, yeah.
It was just beautiful. This is beautiful.
Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Manny Pacquiao's just drained right now. Yeah, he got damaged earlier on, but right now, he just does not have that energy to pull him through.
Yeah, you know what? He doesn't have the discipline either. Right now, I know it's easy to say, people are going to say, oh, Teddy, you're so harsh. You know, he's been hurt before, you know, he's out of gas. But no, other people have been in this position. It's about discipline, making up his mind, making a choice, a hard choice. Does he want to act this way?
This round comes to an end here. Joe Tessitore sitting ringside as always with Teddy Atlas. Love coming to this fight venue. We always have a great time when we come to town, with the exception of having to pay the bill for our entire crew on the night before when they take us out to a steak dinner.
Yeah, you know, they remind me of fighters a little bit. You know, the fighters that we see that have very, every once in a while, very short arms. You know, these guys,
they don't have the reach.
No,
they can't reach for the wallet.
No, they don't. And I tell you, they would be great on the inside. Really great. I wish I could put them on the inside in the kitchen where I didn't have to take care of them at the table, but great guys.
As another round gets underway, it gets us thinking, how much more of this will we see? Hard to envision this fight going the distance with how lopsided it's been. Oh, very nice. Smart counterpunch there.
Yeah, that's beautiful. You make the guy miss, you make him pay.
He has reached that point in the fight where his only chance is to cash in and hit lotto here. He needs that grand slam, that big knockout punch, doesn't he?
Yeah, and he doesn't have a pen in his hand where he can fill out the numbers, but he does have a couple fists. And what he's going to have to do is find a specific place to aim a shot. Look for one moment, one spot.
Sugar Ray Leonard's got a way of just getting away from that punch. Manny Pacquiao's in control of this fight, Teddy. Sometimes you can just look at it and see it as clear as day. He's ahead on the scorecards.
Yeah, I have my head on my scorecard too. But right now, he can't afford to coast because this guy is still dangerous. He has to still stay on his P's and Q's.
Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Was just off the mark. Teddy, making predictions in boxing is often a dangerous task, but I'll make one right here that seems pretty obvious to me as we come to the end of that round here. This fight is going to be a brutal display as long as it lasts.
It's kind of like going and watching that home run contest. Nobody's trying to hit singles or doubles. You know they're all going for the fences.
Listen, I'm not going to stand here and watch you take those shots. You understand me? But it's a small punch. Conference on that.
Tenth and final round underway. That wasn't able to land. counter overhand right. You know, I wonder if he's taking his man lightly because he is up on the scorecards, but you can see that he is being pressured and pushed.
You know, he's in there with a real solid guy. I don't think he's taking him lightly. It's just that he's in there in the kind of waters he's never been before, deep waters, and he's swimming harder than he's ever had to swim before.
A minute to go in what has been 2 minutes of sensational action. Neither man coming off stride. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. That punch just close. Well, that wraps it up. Now, let's send it up to our ring announcer for the decision.
Go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges scored the points on a unanimous decision. Your winner,
Manny Pacquiao's your winner by unanimous decision, Teddy.
Well, the question from the beginning was, could he get inside and make it his kind of fight? He did.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. We'll see you next time ringside.
Man, I feel like Chuck Yeager and my body's a play. You old school with neck without being nostalgic while you sucking your thumb, waiting for the best to come, but there appears to be none with the exception of one. I'm not the that rule breaking, ground shaking, never saving, with me making new, never faking, rocking nation worldwide. Worldwide. The backs and lights and clack and fight on the field, those so sitting tight. Yeah, the mic is mine, we can't get it back. Why follow trends? We seen the movie, so we know you ain't fly. Even if you set your arms like a bird, my zodiac sign means do not disturb. When the down step on your action like a bird. Now believers with my feet, so they grew another limb. I'm up to y'all and I don't give a fly. How you rotten who you shoot? Get an axe to your identity, your skull like a unicorn. The be healing the ego, hello with your halo, the hat. Unless it's a cover cataract. It's clear as the view from the tip of your nose, the evidence of your eye, your side. Play your hater number one of all that corny reggaeton, New York riding. Get it out, so hell. It's Kid Crack,